Welcome to the 2K TV Season 10 finale. I cannot believe it. 10 seasons. We're already at the finale. It feels like just yesterday where we were like, welcome to Season 10. It's been 10 years
the
of 2K
game's out.
TV.
Check out all this cool 2K24 stuff. Now we're here at the finale. And you know, some of my favorite moments, Alexis, have been the amazing guests we've had on the show, such as Jeff Hamilton. Somebody told me Kobe signed one of these,
This one signed by Kobe.
Wow, that's really amazing. He lent me the Kobe jacket that he wore when he won the championship, something I'll never forget.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. So with Williams on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. They've got Mitchell. Holmgren is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Bryant. And it's Suggs in at the 3 spot. And for Chicago, they've got Paul George. Scotty Barnes is out there with Duncan. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot. And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight, the clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done. And I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple. Curry's got the opening field goal of the game for Chicago.
Well, I'll tell you, there are few shooters who can keep their composure against that kind of defense. But how about Steph Curry? That's a tough shot.
And the shot is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Curry passes to George. Over in the corner, Barnes. Lets it go from the wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Holmgren.
It used to be a smart play to foul Rudy Gobert because he struggled from the free throw line. This guy's so much better now.
The first one falls. For Rudy Gobert, he is one of 4 players, Doris, to win Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
And you think back, Kevin, he was a late first-round pick in 2013, probably has exceeded all expectations. He has obviously cemented himself as one of the all-time defenders in NBA history.
Holmgren finds Mitchell. Okongwu, the pass to Suggs. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You cannot be overzealous when you're trying to guard Jalen Suggs. He's so crafty, so good at drawing fouls.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Mitchell against Curry. Duncan scanning the floor. Clock at 6. Barnes down low. Gobert. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
And Bryant gets it to go.
Jalen Suggs has proven early, if you're open, he's going to find you. Pretty pass.
Passes to Gobert. Back to Curry. George up top. Defended by Bryant. Here's Duncan. And again, Chicago. No good. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Holmgren in the corner. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You see the physical attributes that Holmgren has in the paint. Size and energy make it easy for him to find shots.
George passes to Curry. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Curry's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Gobert against Holmgren. The 3 from George. Another 3 for Chicago.
Boy, Paul George now taking double the amount of threes he did when he first came in the league. Incredible.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Over in the corner, Barnes. He dishes it to Duncan. Mitchell against Curry. Pass to Gobert. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. A 3 from Barnes. Okongwu grabs the board. Indiana trailing here. Now the pass to Suggs. No good. Good D by Barnes.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
A nice shot by George.
There's a little bit of strength for Paul George. Just shrugs off the contact.
Pacers trailed by 3. Pass to Holmgren. Now, here's Mitchell. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And at this point of the year, Greg, injuries starting to mount for some teams.
And this is where your depth gets tested, your resolve. Because it takes a strength in numbers and strong leadership to get through it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell, just such a relentless scorer, and that high energy he brings is always a huge catalyst for whatever team he plays for.
And Mitchell drops them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Barnes outside. Back to Curry. There's the 3. Carries it from three-point range. Curry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, pre-shot preparation and being ready on the catch, that is Stephen Curry in a nutshell.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes. But you know what, Greg? Still working to take that next step. What do you think is his key?
Kevin, that's an easy one. It's going to be perimeter shooting. You know, we get spoiled with all the other things he can do, and he's had a tremendous start to his NBA career. But I think to become that superstar, the jump shot has to become a weapon.
He's checked in for Rudy Gobert. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month. Fourth, the Bulls.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. And the rebound goes to Duncan. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Chicago. They lead by 4. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
Here's Mitchell, following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Over Curry. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
There's a tenacity to Donovan Mitchell. Even with physical defense, this guy just finds a way to convert.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. The Bulls leading by 3. Curry dishes the ball. Rob. Mitchell against Curry. Here's Williams. No good that time. Bulls have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. On its way from Curry for 2. That shot off. Good D by Mitchell. Pacers trail by 3. Inside. Back to White. Pass to Williams. Outside, White. 4 on the clock. Good. A nice assist for Williams.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Now, here is George. Defense right on him.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Kicks to Mitchell. It's White on the wing. Shoots over Caruso. And it's White missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Indiana trailing here. Outside Williams. Indiana moving the ball around. White down low. Defended by Caruso. And it's White missing. Driving in to end the cold streak. And there's the nice layup by Caruso.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Offensive rebound. Pass to McKnight. Here's White. Indiana again missing.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
And George gets it to go.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Timeout called the Pacers. And you look at Paul George, Doris. He really fits any system you can think of.
Kevin, that's about two things, the skill set and the mindset. If you need him to take over, he can change and get that line of thinking in his mind. You want him to play a secondary role, he can adjust there mentally as well.
Strong showing last season, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And as you said, a top 3 rebounder last season. He just seems to know how the shot's going to come off the rim, and he always hustles to get there. Now here's White. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. White's got 5.
Donovan Mitchell on time and on target. Pretty pass.
1:12 left to play in the first quarter. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Williams. Still without a basket. Outside White. McKnight. Bowl covering. Mitchell outside. From outside the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Pacers lead by 1.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
Thompson kicks to Caruso. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Indiana's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Now the feed to Williams. Here's Caruso. 8 points his last outing. And the pass to Thompson. Over Mitchell. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
22.
Indiana out in front, up 1.
23.
And we'll get going after this from United Center. If you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
So with Williams on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Ryan is out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Suggs in at the small forward. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Bulls trailed by 3. Now Thompson. No scoring in this one. Barnes passes to Thompson. Back to Barnes. Here's Strother. Just 5 to shoot. The shot comes out. Nice D from Bryant. Indiana leading by 3. Down low. Here's Holmgren. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Holmgren's got his second basket of the night.
Well, give the defense credit. Highly contested, but Holmgren stays committed to that shot.
To the middle. Here's Strother. Missed inside.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Suggs dishes to Mitchell. And Barnes sends it back.
Get those long arms to work, Scotty Barnes. Send it back, young sir.
Thompson with the bucket.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Thompson against Mitchell. Holmgren can't hit. And Barnes has got the ball here for Chicago. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George is one of the game's premier two-way wings. Says, I believe in my talent and what I can do, but I feel my job is to make everybody better. That's what I try to do when I'm on the floor. Just make the game easy for everybody, whether it's creating or just being aggressive and making reads off of that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David lets the game come to him. Well said by him. Thank you. And Thompson throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. He kicks it to Holmgren. 5 to shoot. Some nice passing here by Indiana. There's the triple. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And stolen by Bryant. Kobe finishing the break.
You see the number of moves Kobe has, more than capable of creating for himself with that handle.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And often players want to discuss calls with the officials, but Greg, what was your approach with those conversations with referees?
Okay, well, it depended on the conversation, but at the end of the day, you realize they've got a job to do just like you do, and you try to keep it as respectful as possible and yet still be able to get your point across.
George is checked in for the Bulls. Curry comes in for Thompson. And a change for the Pacers. White's checked in. Duncan, the pass to Barnes. Outside, George. Pass to Duncan. 6 on the shot clock. Over Suggs. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Duncan.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Now here's White. He has 5. A wide open look here for Okongwu. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Okongwu's now got his first basket. George passes to Duncan. And a miss there on the triple. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to Dallas. And White slams it in.
The assist going to Bryant. Kobe's been improving on that facet of his game.
Curry passes to Duncan. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Okongwu. To the inside. White, good. White's got 9 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Curry against White. Passes it to George. Back to Curry. Shoots it up. Again, Chicago.
I'll tell you, it is a thing of beauty watching Steph Curry shoot jumpers in unbelievable feel and touch.
Now here's Kobe. 8 points for him. White finds Holmgren. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And he makes good on the layup. Okongwu's now got his second basket of the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Gobert. And the rejection by Holmgren.
How about the 7-foot wingspan of Chet Holmgren? Send it back, young sir.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Chicago. Kobe against George. To the middle. Here's Claxton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, what great body control you saw there. Laying it up and in despite having the defense draped all over him.
Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds. And Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
Here's Barnes. Following the score by Indiana.
You like to see Scotty Barnes aggressive on the slash. This guy takes the initiative on the drive.
First team foul.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And the first one at the line is good.
How about Scotty Barnes, guys? The 4th pick in his draft class, a guy who proved from the outset he was going to be reliable, efficient, versatile, and a two-way player. Pretty impressive stuff.
Chicago making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Here come the T-shirts. Let's hear it, fans.
pretty close to seeing our final list of contestants for the dunk contest, and you know everybody in the discussion right now really wants to compete.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, if you got the hops and the repertoire, you want to show what you can do.
You look at Bryant. He's definitely got a shot of making it to the top 4 slots this year. We'll just have to see if he ends up moving up.
Listen, I know this guy is hoping he gets the opportunity to be a part of it this year, and it would be a huge disappointment for him if he's not able to showcase some of those phenomenal dunking skills.
And the list of participants is going to be final soon, so we'll be sure to keep you posted. This year's dunk contest should be a very special one.
And every year it seems we see something in the dunk contest that we've never seen before, and I don't think this year will be any different.
So it's Chicago now, following the score by Indiana. And here's Barnes for 3, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. Kobe's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Strudkov, defended by George. Curry with the steal. Steph Curry, what a finish!
Well, give Steph Curry some props for triggering that break. He makes a great defensive play, and it leads to an easy opportunity.
Kobe against Caruso. And Bryant kicks to White. Pass to Okongwu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
This offense just continues to impress.
Curry passes to Barnes. The pass to George. From past the arc. That miss is his 4th this game. He's shooting 3 for 7 from the field. Curry against White. 1:27 left in the first half. Out to Kobe. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the Pacers, Kobe Bryant, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Kobe. Chicago making a switch here. Bowles checked in. Williams, he's checked in for the Pacers. And Kobe drops them both. And here's George. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Back to Caruso. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. His 3-pointers off the mark.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
It's stolen by Curry. Here's Caruso. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Bryant. Pacers leading by 10. Pass to White. Strudkov. Indiana again missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Curry dishes the ball. Can't connect from short range. Kicks it to White. Strudkov. No good on the last second attempt there.
That's the wingspan of Paul George. He is so good at bothering shooters with that length.
And so it's Indiana with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team, stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. They really poured it on in the second quarter, building the lead to 10 points. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Pacers?
You guys know I appreciate when a team takes a commitment to attack in the painted area. When you get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen. That's how they built this league.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Well, the effort hasn't been there in terms of rebounding the ball. They're getting outworked in that part of the game. But you got to be more physical to turn this thing around. I don't know if they have the personnel to do that.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Pacers leading by 10. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Stephen Curry's out there with Paul George. Then it's Barnes. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Duncan in at the power forward position. Now Curry. Following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And so Bryant will bring it up for Indiana. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 10 now for Indiana.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
From deep, George, and Holmgren pulls it down.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The offensive rebound. Tries again and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Here's George. That shot is off. Nice D by Kobe.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it. Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Outside Curry. Back to George. Duncan, the pass to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Personal foul.
Boy, you love Barnes being assertive on offense. He forces the defense to foul him there.
Bulls have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
That one is off. Thompson, he's checked in for Paul George. He doesn't get the second one. Pacers leading by 13. Passes it to Holmgren. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Assist goes to
And that's now 6 points for Chet Holmgren. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Let's check out some stats for Thompson. Good season for him last year. And he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And as you pointed out, he was top 5 in steals last season. Just a lethal combination of great physical ability and acute mental preparation. Now here's Gobert. Back to Curry. Wow! Magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
It's very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
Okongwu with it. He's got 6. Mitchell wide open. A three-pointer, no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Thompson from long range. Rebound by Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Pacers. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, one of the toughest things NBA referees are asked to judge are carrying violations, where the ball comes to rest at mid-dribble. Now, Warriors coach Steve Kerr says they've been doing it ever since Allen Iverson convinced the referees that it wasn't a carry. It is a carry, but the whole league's been doing it. Kevin?
Yeah, you're right. We've seen it. David, thanks. And here is Mitchell. Following the three-pointer by Scotty Barnes. Holmgren. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
At that size, if Holmgren gets that kind of interior positioning, look out. It's going to be a make, a foul, or sometimes both.
First trip to the line for him here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Free throw drops for Holmgren.
I think for a guy like Chet Holmgren, it's about staying healthy. He has the size and skill and the mentality to be successful.
Holmgren hits them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Curry on the wing. They get a hand on it. Barnes outside. Pass to Thompson. Now Curry. Defended by Bryant. Curry kicks to Thompson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Thompson's got his third basket of the night right there. Mitchell with the bounce pass. Back to Holmgren. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
For 3.
Mitchell's got his third assist on the night. Chicago calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
While we have a chance, let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. Number 1, the Bulls.
They had such a strong presence in the paint, just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. The three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got 18 points.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And Okongwu slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Thompson for the triple. Another three for Chicago.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And there's the pass to Mitchell. Back to Kobe. The tray. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Firing back. Kobe enjoys any opportunity to tap his competitive spirit.
Curry passes to Duncan. Back to Curry. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Once again, your Chicago Lovable.
Changes for Chicago. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Alex Caruso in for Barnes. On defense, Chicago. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 9 points here in the second half.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now here's Caruso. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And that one's good, Suns.
You've got to be willing to get your shot blocked if you're a guard and you foray inside. Jalen Suggs, what a finish.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Offline with his three. Holmgren kicks to White. Pass to Williams. Yes, that goes in.
Mark Williams.
And the Pacers lead by 18.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Duncan finds Thompson. And the Bulls with another miss.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Curry against White. Passes it to Thompson. Out to the right wing. Inside. Duncan with the bucket. Duncan's got 9.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
White against Curry. Out to Thompson. No good with the triple.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Outside Williams. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Holmgren against Duncan.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Holmgren can't hit.
2 minutes.
Bulls trail by 16. The 17-footer. And that one's good. Caruso.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. George is checked in for Chicago.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
.143 left in the third. Pass to White. Five to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Takes a three. Connects from three-point range. Suggs has got 8 points in the quarter.
You see Suggs' willingness on the catch to be ready to release quickly. You've got to be decisive, and he was.
Caruso against White. And that one's good. Caruso. He's got 6.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Now here's Williams. Outside White. And he dunks it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
Here's Duncan. 9 points in the game so far. Oh, Curry, so accurate from three-point range.
Well, doing it like only he can. Stephen Curry's accuracy is something to watch.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Strut call. And he gets it to go.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Second team foul.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game right here.
Stephen Curry.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Boy, when you think about Stephen Curry, his style, his shooting, all the abilities have influenced the way we think about the game of basketball. Incredible.
Stephen Curry hits them both. 15 seconds left in the third. Now, here's Suggs. 13 points in the game. Puts up a three. Drills it from outside. Suggs has got 11 in the second half. And so it's the Indiana Pacers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back to the action in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Williams on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. We've got Suggs. Mitchell is out there with Bryant. Then it's Okongwu. Back to Bowl. Curry way outside. The long distance three is buried. Curry's got 28.
By the supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot, let alone make it. Impossible to measure this guy's range.
Now here's Bryant. Lets it go from 11. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Mitchell against Curry. Down low. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 30 points for Stephen Curry.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Bryant looking over the floor. George with the defensive effort. Bulls trailed by 12. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Mitchell dishes to Okongwu. Bryant on the wing. And nothing is falling for him right now. Feeds to Barnes. And the lead is down inside single digits. 13 points for Barnes.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Mitchell. Dishes it to Suggs. And stolen by Barnes. Here's George. And he banks in the layup. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And there's the drive, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
Chicago making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And a change for the Pacers. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Suggs. Throw good, Paul George.
I think the experience Paul George possesses is so valuable to his team. This guy is such a seasoned vet.
On the wing, Kobe, defended by George. The pass to Mitchell. Back to Okongwu. Clock is at 3. They could use a bucket. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Bulls ball.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Monday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Boston Celtics. And so George will bring it up for Chicago. here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Curry passes to Barnes. Here's George. Left side Curry. Over Mitchell. Curry can't get it to go.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Basket counts.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by Chicago.
Now here's Curry. Outside, George. Pass to Claxton. Back to George. Fires the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, that's his second three of the game. One in the first half, one here.
Now Mitchell from downtown. Offensive rebound. Okongwu's shot is good.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Curry passes to Barnes. Back to Curry. Over Mitchell. The shot by Curry, no good. Pacers leading by 4. Here's Holmgren. Okongwu kicks to Mitchell. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
And the basket by Curry.
Well, there you see Paul George as a facilitator. He can create his own, or he can get somebody else open.
Pass to Holmgren. Kobe against George. Bryant right side. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Free throw drops for Holmgren. Bulls trailed by 8. Duncan outside. Outside, George. A three-pointer off the mark.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
That's a big-time finish right there. Chet Holmgren refusing to let the defense deter him.
And the Bulls call timeout here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Chet Holmgren.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks, David. Holmgren against George. No good that time. Pacers leading by 10. Mitchell outside. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass.
Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell's got 7 now in this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Duncan down low. Okongwu on him. To the inside. Strutko. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
That's about the vision that Chet Holmgren brings to the floor. Sees the entirety of the game and finds a ready shooter.
Curry passes to Barnes. They need this. Outside for Curry. And the Bulls with another miss. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Gobert is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And a change for the Pacers. Suggs is checked in. Bulls trailed by 16. Here's Curry. From deep, George. They get the rebound.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2, Tim Duncan.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
And Duncan drops them both. Here's Mitchell, and it's Indiana's ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Pass to Holmgren. Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Stolen by Mitchell. Outside, Kobe.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Inside. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Curry. Curry, well defended, no matter.
Stephen Curry, so efficient in the mid-range. I know it's not prioritized. He's one guy you want shooting it.
And here is Mitchell. He kicks it to Kobe. Duncan with the block. And he recovers it.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
Second team foul. Shooting for Indiana, Kobe Bryant, taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's George on the wing. Here's Gobert. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Kobe. Rebound by the Bulls.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Suggs with the ball. Guarded now by Duncan. And he makes that one.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Remains Chicago ball. Substitution on the court.
.29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Caruso against White. Caruso, no good.
You know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
White with it. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening. you